So you're making all these mixing moves and you don't know, is it better? Is it worse? Is it even different? Is it just in my head? Am I ruining my song? All these questions are normal, and today we're going to figure out why that happens and how to stop it. Yo, what's good, guys? I'm Inswain with Inswain Audio. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure to stick around and subscribe because I drop videos every single day. You're not going to want to miss out. Anyways, today we're going to be answering a question off Reddit that somebody had regarding how to tell if their mixing moves actually make sense. Let's get into it. All right, so this person said, tips on how to determine if something sounds better and not just different when putting the final touches on a mix. One thing I feel like I'm currently struggling with is when I am doing small EQ changes, using saturation, and limiting on my master channel in order to master it to the best of my abilities. I'd have trouble determining whether something sounds better or just different. For example, when I'm tweaking the attack release knobs on my limiter or using different limiter algorithms, using the AB button to switch between different settings sometimes will give me an obvious answer to whether I think it sounds better or not, but often it just sounds different. Okay, so this can be summarized as, are my moves making the mix better, or are they just making it different? First things first, better is subjective. So whether it's just different or better is based on your taste. So if something is different, that means that you can tell there's a difference, but you're valuing it equally as the before. The A and the B to you are just as good. They're just different, right? It's like you like cake and ice cream just as much. One's cake, one's ice cream, but they're equal to you. Better would be like, okay, one is beets and one is ice cream, right? They're different, but we like ice cream more. Maybe not, maybe you like beets. I like ice cream more than beets personally, but you get the analogy. So the first way that you're going to be able to determine if something is better or not when we're working with anything, but mostly with subtle moves, right? Because if you make like a very clear, awesome reverb sound, it's very obvious it's different. And it's also usually obvious that you like it more, right? We're usually talking about more subtle moves, but this can apply to anything. And this is the answer you're not going to want here, but it's just practice. Just repetition, years in the gym. You're going to notice those differences and know what you like and your preference and know if you like it better or if you don't, or if it's kind of not really a big change. So the boring and obvious answer that you don't want to hear is just keep practicing and you'll be able to hear these things better. But I know that's not what you're here for. So a more practical answer that I like to do and that I always recommend to people is to close your eyes. When you're A-Bing, whether it's between two different settings or two different EQ moves or just your move versus the before, like the before and after, whatever you're A-Bing, close your eyes and click the on, off, or the A-B, click it a bunch of times with your eyes closed so you don't know if you're listening to the A or the B, the before or the after. Listen to it with your eyes still closed. Switch back, listen to it with your eyes still closed. Keep listening back until you can really hear the difference. If you can hear a difference, if you can't, then that means your eyes are just playing tricks and you're not making a big enough move for it to matter or for you to notice. So then there's your answer. The move doesn't matter. If you can notice a difference, find out which one you like more. And you're going to be non-biased because your eyes aren't open. You're not biased to, ooh, I like this more because I made the move, so I feel like I have to like it, or I like my original more. Whatever your bias is, it's removed because you don't know. It's a blind test. They do this in experiments. Also, if you want to take it a step further, before you open your eyes, try to determine which the one that you like, is that the before or the after? The A or the B. You could do that as an extra little bonus test for yourself. This is going to help your ear training, but you don't have to do this for the song, but just determine which one you like more with your eyes closed, then open them. If it's the before, then guess what? You don't need that processing. Take it off. If it's the after, then that means you like it more and you did it unbiased. This is the best way to get around this. And especially if you take it further and do that extra step of trying to determine which is the A and the B with your eyes closed, you're going to be helping your ear training a lot. This is a great way to ear train. It's one of the best ways because we're removing our vision, our eyes as a sense. And as humans, we love to rely on our eyes, especially in plugins when it's enabled, it's all bright, rainbow, colorful, moving, and then you disengage it, it's dark gray, right? That's biasing our ears. We're seeing this dingy color that we don't find as visually appealing and we don't like to see it as much, so our ears think we don't like to hear it as much when maybe it does sound better. So that's my biggest tip, is to close your eyes and remove them from the equation and just use your ears. And like I said, it's going to speed up your ear training. That was the biggest practical takeaway from this video, but the biggest philosophical thing to take away or mindset thing to take away is if you really can't tell the difference, does it even matter? If you can't tell the difference between this 0.01% mix knob saturation you have, then guess what? It probably doesn't matter. If you can't tell and you're a mixer, do you think the random listener who's using their iPhone 11 to listen to it is going to notice a difference? No. Make moves that actually matter. Now, the subtle moves matter, and a lot of mixing is subtle moves, and a lot of times they're better than big moves, but don't get caught up in the super nitty-gritty fine detail of is this better or worse? If you can't even tell the difference, it might not matter so much. Sometimes it does, but maybe it doesn't. You might just need to hear like, hey man, relax. You're nerding out too much. Nobody's going to notice. And I'm talking to myself because I do this all the time. So there you have it, guys. There's the answer to the question, a practical implementation of how to fix it and to help your ear training, as well as a philosophical mindset thing of don't even worry about it. So hope you like that. Let me know down in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I'd appreciate it. Much love to y'all, man. Inswain with Inswain Audio. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.